Magnificent. And we begin, people. How have you been, guys? We begin another week of analysis of Dungeon Siege 3, day number 6 to be precise. I have my joystick. The battery has been already charged. And we begin with day number 6 of analysis. How have you been? I hope you had a great weekend of video games, of, I don't know, maybe other activities in your life. And we are ready to continue with the great analysis of this game. Now, if you've been following the series, you know that we've already arrived at Stonebridge City, pretty much the capital of the kingdom of Ebb. And we reclaimed the chapter house shortly after arriving. In terms of the analysis, last time, I know we didn't do much of... We couldn't analyze a lot of the gameplay mechanics of the game, because it mostly consisted... Since it mostly consisted of politics and dialogue lines with the Maester Hall, which is pretty much the city council, and we need to basically, for those of you who are joining us right now, we need to basically convince the Maesters, or the Meisters, these four guys here, that the Legion is back. Well, not that the Legion is back, but the fact that the Legion will support them, and together will drive out Jane Cassinder, basically. Just so you have a quick recap, there's more to it, but if you're interested in that, watch the previous stream. As I've said, there's little combat in the previous stream, because it was all kind of like the huge introduction to Stonebridge City.
Is there something else you need?
See, for example, I didn't talk to this guy last time, but basically we have the information that he will vote with us if the majority votes like that.
To win your vote? An alliance will benefit us both.
Just so we have a little context.
There's that word again, alliance. You won't think ill of me, I hope, if I express a certain degree of concern. But I shall respect the wishes of the other Meisters. If you can convince my colleagues to take your side, I shall vote in your favor as well.
You were elected to lead the city?
By a popular vote of almost 70%.
Oh.
Not counting the Automatons, of course. Our mayor is elected from among the Meisters, the leading citizens of the town. It's a far better system than we used to have. We put an end to all that autocratic nonsense not long after the old kingdom collapsed. Our city has been a free republic for the past 30 years. Indeed. And
this is an important piece of information, you see, because in the swamp, when we got through the swamp, we basically, let's finish we have a side quest here that we need to decide what to do with the Krug, which is one of the side quests from the Meisters. So as we do that, I'll explain. Basically, that's an important piece of information, because the fact that they are a free republic now, supposedly the city of Stonebridge, because the royalists over at the swamp, kind of like, now I understand that they are a different faction. I thought that there was still a king here, and that the royalists were simply defending the city. No. So the royalists are one thing, the Free Republic of Stonebridge, let's say, or let's say Autonomous City, it's another thing, and Jane Cassinder, of course, and yet another thing. Alright, so there are kind of like three factions. I didn't know that. I thought they were simply two. There were simply two. The royalists and with the city, allied with the city against Jane Cassinder. May I question the Krug?
I'd like to speak to the Krug prisoner. Fiddlewick asked me to appraise the situation.
One of the Meisters.
Very well. It is Meister Fiddlewick's prerogative to entrust such decisions to strangers rather than automated constables with decades of experience.
Indeed.
Please note that the Krug has been imprisoned for its own safety. It is highly unpopular with citizens, especially those who own pitchforks.
So, this is a Krug. Do you talk?
How did you wind up behind these bars? Can you understand what I'm saying?
Yes. Sorry about that. I've been having a terrible bout of phlegm lately. Yes, I can understand you perfectly. Why wouldn't I? Just promise me you won't do that thing where you talk slower and louder. That never works.
Well, that's an interesting turn of events. So you can talk.
You're pretty well spoken for a Krug.
A Krug? Yeah, I guess that's what people think I am. I'm human. Just some ill-twisted fate made me hideous and homely.
So, why are you locked
If
up?
you're not a Krug, why are you locked up?
I'm tired of being harassed and assaulted. This time I decided I'd let them think I'm a monster and keep me locked up. I've thought about getting out of here, but I have nowhere to go. I'm content to just stay here and daydream.
I have to decide whether you stay or go free.
Well, I suppose I've committed no crime, unless being hideous is illegal. But if it's all the same to you, I'm safe here.
Well,
Let them go on thinking I'm a Krug. It won't hurt my feelings. If you let me go, have someone escort me out of the city at least.
he seems to be pretty comfortable there. Why do they want to free the supposed Krug? I haven't talked to the psychopathic protesters. I did last time, but maybe now we have other dialogues.
They've locked up an innocent creature. This is an outrage.
You seem pretty...
If the Krug didn't do anything criminal, it has the same rights as a human or goblin. Humph. You can always judge a society by how it treats its downtrodden.
I should be...
Carry on. Spread the word. Free the Krug.
But he's not a fucking Krug. He's not a fucking Krug. He's there because he likes to be incarcerated.
Welcome to the Stonebridge jail.
I'd like...
Very well.
Let's see.
The automated constable here.
Where did you...
From my mother. Before she abandoned me. I guess when your son looks like a hideous monster, maternal compassion withers.
He committed no crime.
People seem to think you're a Krug. Why
I'm
don't you
exploring
say
the other
something to
dialogue
correct this
options.
situation?
I'm tired of being harassed and assaulted. This time I decided I'd let them think I'm a monster and keep...
I have to just...
Let them go on...
Well, he committed no crime. The other guys have pitchforks. He seems to be comfortable there. I mean, it's his own choice. Well, I mean, if he's comfortable there,
Jail. Do you have business with the incarcerated?
if he's got
I've come to
no...
a decision on the Krug.
I will enact whatever outcome you deem appropriate. Please enunciate carefully.
So what's the difference between send him away or set him free? Here, the people with the pitchforks are gonna kill him or what? Well, he said that if I set him... No, I think that if I set him free, the people with the pitchforks will attack him. Here the options are kind of like way too similar. No, but I think that if I choose this one, send him away, he means kind of like escort him out of the city. What a weird decision. I mean, he committed no crime, but he wants to stay in jail or either be escorted out of the city. But out of the city, in the context of the Legion, as clashing against Jane Cassandra, one of the monsters, and he's not a Krug at the end of the day. Well, but maybe he committed no crime, and well, maybe in his freedom he'll find something beautiful about life in his freedom. So, but not be attacked by the ones with the pitchforks. So, anyways, I have a previous save file, so we can always go back there. So, send him away.
Let the Krug go. He's done nothing illegal.
There we go.
Locals may try to hurt him, so he should be given an escort out of the city.
Perfect.
Very well. The Krug will be escorted to the city limits and set free. No automated constable could have formulated that solution. Thank you.
You're welcome. He's no longer there. Perfect. So we've finished that one. And get ready because the rest of the side quests will be all Master Fiddlewick.
I should thank you for resolving the matter of the Krug. Such a small issue, but it required an outside voice.
If you have any other side quests, give them to me now.
Do you have another problem for me to mediate?
Yes, I do.
Damn it.
Baron is a wealthy landowner with a claim to many parcels of land here in town. He wants to charge rent to Hans. Hans has an equally compelling claim to the plot of land. Mudgutter informs me it's a case of eminent domain versus original acquisition. With the court deadlocked, both have agreed to let you settle their dispute. I'll have them meet you at the chapter house.
Alright, send them to the Grand Chapter House. Send them to the Grand Chapter House. Anyways, we're not doing this next. Okay, people. Okay, for the rest of the side quests that we have, as you can see, we have plenty of... Well, they are not side quests. They are part of the main quest, let's say, because they are the missions that we need to complete in order to convince the Meisters that they should form an alliance with us, with the Legion. So, perfect. Let's save this from the other day.
Good on you to set that poor creature free. Let it roam the, wherever it is that Krug roam.
He's not a Krug. You idiot. He's not a Krug, but well, at least you won't be able to... You won't be able to kill him or whatever. Alright.
Please comply with all local laws and customs.
For sure. I know, but it's not through here. Alright, we'll begin with the Factory Strike quest. The Cyclops workers have taken a factory and we need to free it. Yes, as you can see, this game doesn't support... I can get out of here, right?
Not so fast, Legionnaire. None shall pass this gate without the express authorization of the wise and beneficent Meisters of Stonebridge.
Kaisel sent us to liberate his factory, let's say.
Meister Castle asked us to end the work stoppage in the Foundry.
Yep.
I apologize. I do not comprehend the terms work stoppage, general strike, or free will. I will let you pass now. In the future, we will avoid this topic of conversation. Enjoy your time in the Foundry.
Top-notch role-playing. Top-notch robot role-playing. Kudos to the developers. Alright, we finally have access to the rest of the city, I guess.
So many unanswered questions of gravity. So few cats. Curse this city and its intolerance of animal cruelty.
Please comply with all local laws and customs.
Alright, so this is the city is pretty huge. I mean, last time, this is something that I should have commented at the beginning of the stream, but let's do it now. Last time, what do you sell? Ah, you are the one who sells gear. Okay. Can I talk to you? They usually talk.
Friends, looking for anything in particular? How's business on this side of town? It's a living, but not by much. Can't turn my back for a minute or folks seem to wander off with my goods.
Oof.
But don't let my ranting and rambling ruin your day. Give a holler if you want something.
Sure.
This place is oddly quiet, with all our machines shut down. I wonder what's going on in the Foundry.
There's a strike, and we'll end it. Yeah, as you can see, this game doesn't support... That's something positive. It doesn't support communism and taking factories. Trust me, where I live, that's pretty common. And that completely destroys the economy of a country. A country's economy. Hey, what's this?
More legionnaires? Your friend is already in the crypts.
What?
Friend? What friend?
It has to be Lucas
I
Montbarron.
think he said his name was Lucas.
Yes!
I didn't
Finally!
realize he had others with him. I think I have another copy of my notes somewhere.
Good.
Why did this Lucas wander into the crypts?
Oh, he went with purpose. Seemed quite committed to finding a number of artifacts stolen from the Legion 30 years ago. Of course, I was the one who told him about them. I've kept track of certain looters who took their trophies to the grave. I gave Lucas my notes on which graves contain old Legion possessions. Here, these are copies of my notes. You should be able to track down both the artifacts and the Legionnaire if you hurry. Good luck.
Hey, I've noticed something. Crypts of the Sacred Blood. This branch of the crypts was excavated in the year 1208 to create a burial site for Rupert Ketzler, longest serving mayor of Stonebridge. Alright, and here we have... Hey, I've noticed something. This is pretty much it. This is the dead end, right? Yeah, pretty much. No more side. I've noticed something. Last time, in the previous stream, I commented that the game did have signs of rushed development by the time I reached Stonebridge City. The game had signs of rushed development. What do I mean by that, or what did I try to mean by that? For example, the game uses recycled face models for some of the quest givers here in the city. They are kind of like the same as in Raven's Reel. There's also voice acting recycled, and pretty much the third element that I was analyzing or taking into account.
Got a second? See, I built this automaton, and it might have gone into
Was a lack of side
frenzy
quests.
of violence, maybe. If you could do me a favor, I figure it'd be in everyone's best interest if it got smashed up without involving the local authorities. Last thing I need is to have the Sweatcog brand name lose its immaculate reputation for safety.
Okay, as I was saying, the game had signs of rushed development, and the last element that I highlighted in the previous stream was that there weren't enough side quests, apparently, because I couldn't see enough side quests here when compared to Raven's Reel, that we had kind of like several side quests. But now looks like they were kind of like in this section of the city. But there's another problem that I've realized, ladies and gentlemen. when I played the original game, I played version 1.0 because it was kind of like a physical CD on the PS3 or the Xbox 360. Of course, you could play it on PC, but most of us played it on consoles back then, back during the 7th generation. And I don't remember these two missions. It could also be due to the fact that I don't remember doing these missions, but I also don't remember recruiting Reinhardt. In this case, since I chose Reinhardt as the playable character, I think these missions are for your final companion. So let's see.
Can't you just shut it off?
Oh, I thought of that. Problem is, I thought of that after I built the construct. So, the only off switch it's got involves smashing it.
What sort of name is Sweatcog?
Engineering is 10% innovation, 20% math, and 80% perspiration. Sweatcog is a proud name. Don't mock it.
Alright, we'll do it.
Just tell us where it is.
No, but first
Excellent. You'll find the automaton on the other side of town.
we'll do the crypt.
Just try to deal with it before it causes too much trouble. If you stop it, come on back and I'll pay you for your efforts.
Sure thing. Sure thing, mister. Hey, I didn't explore this mission at all 10 years ago. I never recruited the third companion. In this case, I never recruited precisely Reinhardt, the one I'm playing. I played with the warrior, so I am 100% sure that we never explored this. Trouble in the Crypts? No, this is kind of like another one. Well, we have plenty of side quests. This is good, this is good. So, we have plenty of things to do. So, we'll delay the Treasures of the Sun DLC until the next stream. We'll do that. Resolve the property dispute. These are all kind of like the same side quest line. No, we'll do this one. Crypt Inheritance. Why are we gonna do this one first? Because first, I never played this 10 years ago, as I just mentioned. The inscription, and secondly, because my character is a ranged attacker and I want a 100% melee attacker to compensate. And pretty much the only one which is a 100% melee attacker is precisely Lucas Montbarron. The inscription has been badly defaced, but beneath the vandalism you can make out part of the epitaph. Julian of the 10th, slain by the treachery of Jane Cassinder, probably means. Are there any other tombs? Yeah, these are the dead legionnaires. Horst Pippenheim, defunct, 1144. Snared by a Krug, cooked in a pot. His clothes lie here, but his body does not. Alright. Let's do this one first. Change of plans. Let's enter the crypt. Let's enter the crypt and see if we can find Lucas Montbarron. The Crypts of the Sacred Blood. Yep, I am pretty much sure that I never played this back then. I played with the warrior, with Lucas Montbarron and Katarina, so pretty much I had all my companions. So pretty much this is our last companion, and that you can recruit. We reviewed this last time, but just so you know, party select. I played with Katarina and I never recruited Reinhardt in this case. Now I have Reinhardt, I have Anjali and Katarina, and we'll play with Lucas to compensate my lack of melee attacks. Pretty much. Besides, I never played this part of the game. I wonder if we'll stumble upon... Just in case you don't know, Lucas Montbarron is kind of like the heir of the farmer of the First Lady Montbarron. He's not here. Okay. So both of the side quests are at the same, are completed at the same place, at the crypts, the stolen automaton. Ah no, this was no. this one is kind of like not the quest that we just received. It's one of the Maester's quests that someone was stealing and constructing an army of automatons here. What the? Already? Alright, let's see mercs. What's this? Burn. Hey, these guys are tougher than the previous enemies. Nice. It's a bit more balanced. The other day I was playing Xenoblade Chronicles 3D on the 3DS, and I realized something, which is that in that game, at some point you cannot level up, and when you gather all of, kind of like when the experience bar fills, kind of like it defaults back to level. I'm stuck at level 22.
Was right.
Yes, Madgatter is one of the Meisters. And I realized that I'm kind of like stuck at level 22 because I did all of the side quests without progressing through the story. And I thought that's a pretty artificial, and while the game is excellent, the game is incredible. That's pretty much an extremely artificial way of... Can I read the book there? No. It's an extremely artificial way of limiting the player. Kind of like... I leveled up, I was kind of like at level 22, full experience bar, and pretty much it went back to level 22 with the experience bar empty. Hey, we've got some more enemy variety, that's good. Those goblins, we haven't faced them before. And the Lescansi mercenaries are overall tougher. Yeah, definitely I don't remember exploring these 10 years ago or when I played with the warrior. Definitely. Besides, also consider that the game changes some of the side quests according to the companions you have, in terms of the companion side quests. So I cannot wait to meet Lucas Montbarron, but this time I won't be playing as him, but he'll be the companion, because remember, we need to compensate our lack of melee attacks a bit. Last time we got this talent that recovers mana, as you can see. And this is good because the enemies here are a bit more difficult to kill. They're a bit more difficult to kill. Good. Yep, definitely I didn't do this mission last time. Ooh, a legendary, look at that. That was pretty lucky. That's 10... That's almost... Where is it? Here. No. What was it? It was this one. A utility belt. A belt. A legendary, people. Our first legendary belt. Damn it, that's extremely lucky. Look at the price. 9,240. Anyways, the one we have is not that bad. This one would take out 5 points of attack. It would reduce the armor, but it would increase the will, and it would increase the agility. By increasing the will, we increase the overall damage of our abilities. But I don't block, and this one reduces armor, so I'll keep the one I have. Damn it. I hate it when this happens in game, kind of like you loot a legendary quality item and it's worse than the one you have, and the one you have is kind of like a category below the legendary item. I hate it when that happens.
It must be controlled by that lever.
Thanks, Anjali. Let's see. Nice. Anyways, we could continue exploring through there. What was behind the other door? Ah, nothing. It's a dead end. It's a dead end. Remember, we are doing a 100% completion of the game. that not only involves all of the side quests, but also reading all of the books and exploring all dialogue options. Hey, look at that! Good. The detection range of the enemies that we analyzed last time was broken, but here it's not broken. They attacked me through the door. Weird. Weird, because last time, remember that we highlighted it? I could kill them from behind the door without being attacked. That's interesting, how the detection range of the enemies can basically ruin the gameplay. And there we go. Gunther. Store these goods with the other 2 shipments. If we are lucky, we'll find the buyer fast, before Schnauz even knows they are gone. Yeah, as I was commenting, we are doing 100% in invoice number 3438. Destination small mercantile contents 3 spindles of fine silk. Alright, the stolen shipments. Okay. We are completing several quests at the same time. As I was commenting, we are doing a 100% completion of the game. That not only involves the dialogue options, exploring all of the dialogue options and all of the side quests, but also reading all of the books. Besides, remember that reading books in this game gives you extra experience. Here we go. Nice. So, in this level we can see improved enemy variety, though they recycled the Lascancy marks. Goblin Demolitionists. Good. Demolitionist. Good. First boss of the day. And we are already going up against the Automatons. Hey, I'm beginning to wonder if they added this side quest in an update of the game, because as I said, I played version 1.0, kind of like in a physical... Damn it. In a physical disc. Damn it. I played the physical vision, the physical vision with the Blu-ray with the disc on the PS3, and you can also play it on the Xbox 360. But I am beginning to wonder if when they updated the game, because this version is updated, they added more side quests, because I don't remember this one. And I remember I more or less explored most of what the game had to offer, and I don't remember this mission now. I also don't remember recruiting my last companion, so it could be either of those. That's a confusing coincidence, because I never recruited my last companion, and I also didn't update my game, so the origins of these side quests, of some of these side quests are a bit confusing. There we go. Yeah, definitely I don't remember anything of this. That's good. That's because that's kind of like playing the game once again without remembering anything. Hey, I want to see something. I want to see something because I think we missed. That door is... yeah, it's blocked. Wait, because I think we missed... Could it be that we missed another... Another path? No. That one was a dead end. And the other one we've already explored. It. Alright, good. Okay, so I don't remember anything here. I just hope we can stumble upon Lucas Montbarron and recruit him. Okay. Luckily I saved. What? You're gonna attack me here? Got it. I didn't mean to do that. Here. I wonder if they receive damage. That's it. Now I don't know how much damage I'm gonna take if I'm struck by these. Damn it. Here we go. I love how the lootable corpses are right. Damn it, now we can see how much damage I would take from that. Locked. So, more enemy variety. The detection range of the enemies here, it's much more polished. Are they killing each other or what? I know they are kind of like... He's got a fucking flamethrower. Like mine. Both can play that game. Ah, wow. You also have some long-range attacks. There we go. Anjali, why are you dead? Get up. Yeah, I think that if I play with Lucas Montbarron as a companion, he'll die 99% of the time. Alright, let's train our... Let's use our decoy. Will they stop? Yes, they stopped.
Well done. Now let's find the master thief before he slips away.
We need to train our decoy people. We need to train our decoy, otherwise we'll never get... It will never generate aggro. We need to use it. Goblin safety pants. Good. More legendaries. Let's go there. There you go. I wonder how's my mastery of that ability going? Damn it, we've got a long way. This one is almost at full mastery by now. And the other one? Oh, almost. Yeah, these are the ones that I use the most. And this one? Damn it, I need to train the mirror leap mastery. Otherwise it'll never generate aggro. I need to begin using it, I don't use it enough. It's just because I have to change stances, and in the heat of combat, sometimes you simply don't have the time to think and do that. That's another thing. The the innovation they had in terms of the gameplay, that you have 2 stances and 3 different resources. You looted everything, Anjali? Nice. Some minutes ago we looted Goblin safety pants. Double the price. We already have a legendary. So, minus 12 will, but plus 29 armor. That would make my abilities hit less, but I would be pretty much able to survive enemy attacks much more. Hey, look at that. They changed. Nice color. Let's go. Let's trigger another one. We need to train this ability. Come on. Let's use it, even if it's useless. Damn it. The healing. And let's see if the mastery increased a bit. Let's see. It will be a tough. It will definitely be tough. Alright. I love how the previous stream was all dialogue, no combat, and today's stream is we begin with combat all over the place. Nice. There you go. Let's heal. I'm gonna get killed just because I am trying to train that mastery. I can see it. I'm gonna get killed just because I'm trying to train that mastery. Typical. Damn it, they were already dead. I don't know, let's try fighting like this. Maybe if I change stances, it doesn't get trained. Let's see. Ah, there it worked. Maybe I have to avoid changing stances, I don't know. Well, I don't know. That worked. I'll try to train that in this. I'll use this script as a training ground. I cannot wait to stumble upon Lucas Montbarron again. It'll be crazy because last time I played with him. Here lies Reynold Castle, Guildmaster of Ironmongers and Mayor of the city. Established Stonebridge as a free republic under the Meisters following the Tomcat Rebellion. So yeah, we've got an important piece of information. The people of Stonebridge, they are not loyalists. Okay. Any more loot? It's so damn dark. Just in case you are wondering, remember my monitor kind of like has the saturation exaggerated a bit, so it simulates real darkness in caves and places like this one. It's pretty useful when you're playing Skyrim, for example. By the way, did you know that some days ago was the release date and today is the official release date of... Congratulations, you feel your mastery for an ability. You unlock it in power version. Nice. Finally. Use the empower ability by pressing RT and the button that corresponds to the cost power, not focus. But they are significantly more powerful. What the? They cost power, not focus. What does he mean? The orbs. What? God damn it. He means the geometry of annihilation, first of all, right? He means the geometry of annihilation. This one. Alright, we've finally achieved mastery of our ability. Conjures a cycle of energy, empowered. Empowered geometry of annihilation causes increased damage over time and stuns enemies in its area of effect when first summoned. Alright. Alright. Look at that. So the game did have a progression. The circle of healing also increased a lot. Right. Okay, what else? Good. So, but it uses focus. What? I got a bit confused there. It doesn't use focus. Then how do you use it? Then how do you use it? Damn it, I should stop doing stupid things like that one. I was trying to train that ability. Okay, let's see if it paid off. Let's see if it paid off. No, not yet.
That's a great improvement.
Okay. Let's ensure we don't get killed. Could you imagine getting a wipe? Aha. Okay. We need to backtrack a bit. So how do you use the empowered? Ah, with RT maybe the last. I mean, it's the last bottom that I don't use when playing the game. They don't use focus. Ah, like that. It uses all of your focus. Yeah, it's different. Indeed. Wow. Looks pretty threatening. I mean, it stuns. And it lasts more. Okay, but it uses 2 of your orbs. That's a huge... It's kind of like your ultimate. I mean, you have several. 2 objectives up ahead, people. Need to be careful, we haven't saved. Let's just slow him down first. And let's try... Let's play for real a bit here. Let's just use the decoy so we keep training it. And... Nice, good, good. So we weren't done in terms of the skill tree. The game has more room to improve. Has room for improvement. So what's this? I see 2 objectives in here. This journal, which once belonged to the Carolus family, is a continual record of Legion history, dating from the foundation of Ebb to the time of the Sec Resurgence. Remember the first game. It seems to have been written by several generations of the family of the Legion. Remember, all of the members of the Legion are family. They are different families altogether. All of whom were Legionnaires. Sadly, this journal has been lying in the damp crypt for almost a decade, and some of the entries are now illegible. Oh, we got the book. Nice. Recover the Legion journal. Shipping label, invoice number 3440, destination mercantile contents 33 yards, camel hamster wool. Nice. The other side quest. Magnificent. I need to be careful because I can miss. It's easy. Those side quests are easy to miss. Good, good, good. Here, there's kind of like a zone here. Yep. Remember, we are exploring every inch of the terrain. Where's Montbarron? Montbarron is close. I'm kind of like completing 3 side quests at the same time here. Slow him down, create the decoy, so we can train that. Slow him down again. Slow him down. Damn it. So the game improved in terms of enemy variety. Those goblin... Ah, damn it. There we go. Burn, all of you. I love that ability. Creative distraction. Finally. Okay. Combat hasn't ended. Essence? Yes, minor vampiric essence. My favorite. My favorite. We should reapply our essences. Oh, I missed a chest here. Nice. So I think we can confirm. I guess we can confirm the loot is randomized in this game. Okay. Let me check. I'm getting a bit obsessed over this. Yeah, it's increasing. I wonder if it only increases when I cast the ability. And I am in, and I'm using the one-handed stance, which I'm not doing. Maybe because of that, it's not progressing. Well, we'll see. I looted some. Rainfall, no. Agility, Chaos, Withering, no. No, well. Sorry. Here, Life Stealing Ring, Chaos Vampire. Ah, it's the one I have equipped. Perfect. I bought it. I remember last time. Shoes of Resolve, Brooks of Vengeance. Nothing. Here, nothing. Stealth, nothing. We have pretty good gear. We've got pretty good gear. This one? Nothing. And of course, nothing. No. The essences. First, let me see the deeds. Full-time hero, but stamina. Savior of Ebb. See, you get extra stats by completing side quests. Lore Keeper, you have completed 30 entries. You have earned the trust of the Archon and Jolly. You have the just every reward offered to you by the humble villagers. You decide that the Legion should retain control of Gathering Manor. Gracious in victory, you spare the life of the Archon Rajani and prove that the Legion can be merciful. Alright. No, the essences. Where are the essences? I don't remember. Where? How do you? Here, items. Okay. Yes, I know. Where are the essences? Enchant. Do I need to select? I don't. This one. Yeah, Heart of Darkness. Already enchanted. Can I further enchant it? Or can I enchant something that I'm not gonna change? Pretty much. This one I already enchanted it, but I did kind of like as a test. It should mark the ones that I have equipped. That's the thing. Alright, first I need to sell my stuff, then I can enchant them. Yeah, that's a mistake. They should say, for example, I was playing, as I've said, Xenoblade Chronicles on the 3DS. and it tells you which ones are actually that you have equipped at the moment of enchanting. In that case, it's not enchanting, it's kind of like engraving, but it's the same. Hey, this zone is pretty huge. Ooh, a boss. So, today we have more enemy variety, that's positive. The signs of rushed development, out of them, at least one, which is the fact that the side quests are a bit... I thought they would be a bit shorter here. I think that today... I mean, that's kind of like the Master Automaton. I think that today we've got... At least I was pleasantly surprised. At least I was pleasantly surprised by the fact that we got more side quests. Hey, let's try the new ability. Damn it. Damn it, that was fast. Please, this way. Stand. There. Damn it, it deals a lot of damage. I should save these for bosses, pretty much. Loot, pillage, loot, pillage, loot and pillage. Lucas Montbarron is not here. La 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 la. Here, the last shipment. Invoice number 3439. Destination Small Mercantile. Contains 4 bundles of parchment. Pretty much. We completed one of the side quests. They're all happy. Magnificent. Loot, pillage, and kill. The life of a pirate. In this case, the life of any RPG player. Pretty much. Okay. Here, more loot. This is blocked now. Only one way to go, people. Could it be? Lucas Montbarron?
Look, I'm sorry about your friend.
Yes! Yes!
You don't look like thieves. Who are you?
Yes! People, jackpot! Jackpot, ladies and gentlemen, jackpot. Finally, we'll be able to compensate our ranged attacks with this guy. It feels so weird. I played as this guy 11 years ago. It was much tougher. But now, he will be our meat shield. He'll be our perfect meat shield. Indeed. We are with the Legion.
We're legionnaires.
He's actually the descendant of Lady Montbarron, the player in the first game.
I was on my way north when I heard a fire at my family's old estate. Walls caved in. Everyone dead. After all the stories, I feared I was the last.
You have Legion blood? What a stupid question. Anyways, we'll explore it. He's the descendant of your character in the first game.
What are you doing down here? Did Holtzman send you?
When I heard the news about the Legion, I came back to Stonebridge. Just sort of waited in front of the chapter house for a while. I thought some of the others might gather there, if they'd survived. That's where Holtzman found me. Seemed a bit mad to go looking for lost Legion artifacts, if I was the last of us. I'm not sure why I agreed.
Have you noticed that his voice is... Which character is this guy's voice? I bet you've already deciphered it if you watched Naruto when you were a kid. When any of you, what's the character? I'll give you 5 seconds. What character's voice from Naruto is this guy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's Itachi, people. It's Itachi from the original Naruto in English. It's Itachi Uchiha. Yes. Pretty much the best character created by Makashi Kishimoto or Masashi Kishimoto, by the creator of Naruto. Pretty much.
It's the principle, isn't it? Those artifacts belong to the Legion.
Ha! I can practically hear Odo gnashing his teeth. Another idealist.
It's like hearing Itachi from Naruto.
Truth be told, that's what the old Legion would have said. Back when principles counted for something.
You have Legion blood? This is a stupid question. He's the descendant
Are
of
you
the
from
first.
the Legion family?
Sorry, I should have introduced myself properly. I'm Lucas. Montbarron.
Montbarron, indeed.
You're the son of Hugh Montbarron. So the estate
Yes.
that burned down, that was yours.
Yes.
My family's estate, not mine. I had no love for that place. No real memories of it either.
Okay.
Better that it's gone. We ought to put that part of our past behind us.
Come join.
Come with us.
I need a meat
We
shield.
joined the Legion, and we could use your help.
Finally, I have a tank.
Been waiting all my life for a chance like this.
Yeah, I've been waiting for 5 streams.
We should watch for thieves. A few of them attacked me just before I met you. They're up to something down here. I don't know what.
Alright. Magnificent. Oh, people. We have our personal meat shield finally. And besides, I know this character from 11 years ago. So, we're finally ready. Shield pommel... No, we'll... Now. We need to be very careful. Because we basically... First of all, thanks to Graceful Repose, he can regenerate health. Of course, that's always needed. Now, if I remember correctly, when I played with this guy, I had to use the two-handed stance. But in the case of this, since we want to use him as a meat shield, we'll give him a shield. He has a pretty huge advantage over the other two in terms of... Pretty much the only ones that can act as tanks are Anjali and this guy. But this one is better because this one has a shield and his block chance can block attacks, pretty much. And the enemies will gather around him while I kill them from behind instead of getting close to me and attacking the backbone, the back row of our front. They won't be at the front line before attacking our rear, our back lines. So that's pretty much the idea. So we will empower the one-handed stance as much as we can. Leaps into the air and I can go straight for the master abilities. Regenerating focus. This can help in terms of managing that. Defensive. Lucas shrugs off blows by force of will, increasing armor by 20 per 30 seconds. Now, I'll only purchase the attacks that are extremely defensive, and, well, I need to give him Vanguard's Strike. Leaps into the air and dives down, delivering a punishing attack. Knocks down Lucas targets. Good. Knockdown. Powerful strike. Knocks down when it's empowered, right? Knock down. They all knock down. Well, good. And we won't give him any two-handed abilities because he needs to be the perfect meat shield. I'll turn you into the perfect meat shield. Let's see if we can create the perfect meat shield. And this one. I highly recommend you don't play as Lucas unless you want to suffer. This one stands. While it may be useless against... I'll grab this one, I guess. We've already purchased that one. Undo purchase. No, they are kind of like by default. Perfect. So these two are by default. And I purchased 1, 2, 3, 4, perfect. Without the other ones. Perfect. I need to ensure he doesn't use any two-handed stances. And magnificent. So, graceful. Oh, we have 16 to spend. So, while unavailable graceful repose gains 5% life steal per rank or in live by the sword. Which one's live by the sword? I don't have it. Ah, it's a one ability there. It's the same ability. So 25%. That would be a total of 25% life steal. Disruption of Lucas' graceful repose enrages him. Disruption of what do you mean disruption? Ah, if he gets attacked. I mean, disruption must mean that he's attacked while that, or is it? Does it get interrupted? Well, I don't know. Extra healing. 2, 3, 4, 5. No, there we go. Finish. Vanguard's strike pushes nearby enemies 1 meter and slows them. Magnificent. Not look at if it's an enemy strike. No. Here, this one. Easy. Easy. That will slow everyone. Besides, I slow them as I blink, and he'll slow them as he attacks, which is kind of like the opposite. Perfect. Gains additional 20% bonus ability DPS per rank when using heroic charge. These are all one-handed, right? One-handed, one-handed. Shield wall. Well, under the effective block value goes up by 20% in deflection. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yes. Yes. Pure defense. So, this one kind of like uses the orbs. So good. And these two would use the fucking unbridled wrath. Taps into regenerating focus. This one is kind of like secondary. No problem. Focus is the mana bar. So, extra healing. So he can heal himself with the orbs. With the purple orbs below the focus bar. He's a patriot like us. So, yep. And this one to stun enemies. Perfect. This one, extra DPS, is not essential. And this one, extra damage. Good. So, I think I pretty much... Shield panel, probably, is the other best option. Additional damage? No. Gains a 20% chance per rank in Impetuous Slam to knock down opponents. Please, please, knock down. Knock down. Music to my ears. This one is actually way too important. It's actually way too important. So, increases the block chance and pushes enemies 1 meter and slows them by 10% for 5 seconds. It pushes them, but it doesn't knock them. It doesn't knock them. It doesn't knock them, people. So we'll do it. We'll spend them on shield panel because it knocks them down. Yeah, that would be a 100%. No. Yeah. Yep, a 100% chance. Yep, pretty much. If I use them all. So 100% chance of knocking. This one, Vanguard Strike pushes nearby enemies 1 meter, adds 1 meter of pushback, and temperate. Perfect. Then we'll get to that one. Magnificent. And we'll have to spend on this one. Okay. And Shield Wall pretty much increases the block value, making him unkillable. So amazing. Magnificent. So the rest will go to Vanguard Strike as we level up. Critical hits deal 10% additional. Force of will. Nope. When look at if it's an opponent, there is a 4% chance. Here we gain health. Nope. Wrathful. This one could be useful, but the percentages are way too low. They would be... Here we have how many? 5 ranks. total for 10% of his health. No. Bonus attack per wrath of... yeah, this is direct attack damage. This one is a safe bet. 4% chance per rank in focus strikes to generate additional focus when attacking enemies. Good. The amount of healing is increased. Extra healing. Lucas is able to sell items for 4%. He doesn't have numismatics here. Careful, he doesn't have numismatics. If you choose Lucas, the numismatics... it's different because numismatics, the ability that I have an ability here called numismatics at this spot up here, which pretty much gives me extra money whenever I loot from enemies. He gains extra money from selling stuff, which is statistically worse, so he gets less money. Lucas, playing with this guy, if you play with Lucas as your playable character, it's kind of like playing on hard mode. Focus strikes. Lucas gains a 4% chance per generate additional focus. Lucas receives 4% bonus to attack. Safe bet. 4% bonus there. Additional focus. Focus is used to fuel abilities, so this one could also be... This one is pretty tempting. This one, it should be higher than 10% health. I mean, this is way too underpowered, if you ask me. So yeah. Besides, it's useless against bosses. Even if they spawn enemies, it would be nothing. It would be nothing. So yeah, pretty much. A 20% chance, something like that. Of a 10% chance, so useless. 10% will... 10% of his will as attack DPS. This one is good, this one. I was about to choose this one, which regenerates focus, but it says 4% chance. Times 5, 20, no, it's the same. It's the same. This one and this one are the same. The 4% chance per rank is way too low. This one, critical hits, well, but you need to increase critical chance. This one is pretty much the only one. Magnificent. I have one extra talent. Can I avoid spending it and save it for the rest? Can I avoid spending it and finish? I cannot. I have to spend it. Shit. I guess this one. Damn it. So, Lucas Montbarron. Let's review your equipment. I don't have any great swords to give to you, but I do have this. Armor and block. This one has attack plus 20. No, if we want him to be a mid-shield, I don't care about his damage. Swift broadsword, better than nothing. I don't know why I have that on me. And Buckler of Baylor, perfect. Hey, I'm beginning to think that you get loot, that the loot is not 100% randomized. Alright, I think we are ready to continue. Hey, look at that, his sword glows, damn it. And they are of green quality, I mean. That's unfair. He has the coolest appearance. He glows all over the place. Damn it. They put way too much care on on this character, and well, I have my cube. I have my cube, people, on my belt with gears that rotate. But well, what are you gonna do? Some of Ketzler family trousers. Welp. And here I thought we were done. Sorry for this interregnum, for this pause, but I had to. We pretty much got our next companion, people. 38 will. Well, now that we have Lucas with us and that he will act as a mid-shield, we can lower our armor and defense and go full DPS. 38 extra will means that our ability DPS, look at that, it's tied with our attack DPS. That's crazy. So, we've done a huge improvement. We entered this room. Alright, what's this? According to the... it was one of the side quests. According to the epitaph at the base, this urn holds the ashes of Gerard Montmorency, a hero of the War of Legions, who later became Grand Master of the 10th Legion. Unfortunately, the last of his descendants were murdered by Jane Cassandra and her mobs. This is why I always say that populism sucks. The mobs killed the Legion and they were the defenders of the kingdom. When they sacked the Grand Chapter House in Stonebridge, indeed. Let's see. Here lies Rupert Ketzler, the Lord Mayor or Lord Mayor of Stonebridge from 1145 to 1208 or 08. Invited goblins into the city in the year 1154 and presided over... I cannot read it. Presided over the early years of the Goblin Renaissance. Younger brother of Rusk Kessler, a hero of Ebb, and companion of Lady Montbarron. There we go. One more book. For over a century, the city of Stonebridge was dominated by the Ketzler family, whose origins were rather more humble than most people remember. In the Old Bersk tongue, Ketzler means cat catcher, and the family originally earned their coin by capturing stray animals in the city streets. You must admit that the story is pretty original, but their fortunes changed thanks to Rusk Ketzler, a local sellsword. Drunk and near to will, just like Karl Marx in real life. Indeed. Yes, in case you didn't know, Karl Marx was drunk and he never studied nor did anything positive for humanity. Indeed, in case you were wondering. Also Engels. Well, his best friend Engels, at least, he used to work a lot. But he was a drunk. In the case of Marx, he was a drunk and extremely lazy. Extremely lazy, that's the key. Rusk remembered... You can check out the real biography, if it's still available. Rusk numbered... I learned it from books, not Wikipedia. Rusk numbered among the 14 companions of the Lady Montbarron, who saved the kingdom from the sec. Rumors suggest that, in fact, the heroes had found a drunken Rusk Ketzler in an upstairs room of the inn, where he had fallen out of bed, attempted to solicit an ungodly sum of coin, damn it, this guy was Karl Marx, for his services, and then vomited explosively at their feet. They tactfully refused his offer and left him where he lay. The developer is never gonna admit it, but they based that character on Karl Marx. Rupert Ketzler was rather more clever than his elder brother, and he capitalized shamelessly on Rusk's fame, getting himself elected as mayor by a near unanimous majority. His descendants held the office for 4 generations after him, ending with the disastrous reign of the young Thomas Ketzler. I mean, that was a long reading. But look at that, we got a lot of experience. Remember, in this game, you get experience if you read the books. That one was an interesting... Hey, look at that, the icon of our companion is different. It's kind of like a sword now. So each companion has a different icon. Guess we'll never figure out which icon our own character is. But well. Alright. We finally have our final companion. He's lacking some gear, but look at that, he's kind of like... The sword glows, and it's not an important sword or anything like that. I gave him a green quality sword. Right, we finished the quest, but we still cannot kill that thing, the Automaton. Destroy Sweatcock's Automaton. It's probably this one, but how do I open those? Can I deal damage to it? No, that would have been way too much. Killing a boss. Hey, there's a book down there. Does that mean that I can get down there? Yes, through here. But the door is fucking locked. Can I... Maybe it's some kind of puzzle. Can I interact with the switches? Can I interact with the levers? Yeah, there's enemies there. Maybe it's... We'll see if it's a puzzle. Can I activate this? No, I can no longer activate anything else. Damn it. No. Okay, we recovered everything. Return the merchandise. Major malfunction. Let's go for this one. Trouble in the Crypts is the main quest. How do I proceed? Alright, let's trace back our steps. This one. This one. Sorry. I got way too focused on Lucas and everything. Fortunately, I saved. Had I done that before saving... Oof! Let's go. Well, let's see. Come on, Lucas. You are my new meat shield. And that was useless. Yep. That was fast and... That was useless. Oh no. Please tell me... But I saved. Wait. Wait, I saved. I have Lucas with me, I mean. It respawned them, so in case you don't have enough experience. Alright. Okay. So I assume you respawned the game respawned the mobs because otherwise you cannot get more experience. But see, for example, this is looted. Alright, Lucas, remember you are the meat shield. Alright, we level up again. Okay. That was not promising for our first debut our debut. Or our first battle with Montbarron. Okay. That wasn't good, but well. Well, I guess I don't have anything else to spend my points on, so let's just do that. And as for this one, enemies hit by the clockwork trap, blah 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 blah, and creative destruction is at full damage. Focus regeneration increased by geometry of annihilation, perfect. Mirror leap, more or less there. This one increased focus regeneration, yeah, pretty much. There we go. Increased focus regeneration. I like that one. Do we have the other ones unlocked? No. Yeah, see, this one is the one that I was talking about previously. The amount of money acquired from piles of coins that Reinhardt picks is increased by 20% per rank. This one is much better than the one Lucas has. Entropic Mastery, Clockwork Trap, Geometry of Annihilation, or Creative Destruction. Suffer drained status, losing 3%. This one would affect 2 of my offensive abilities. So this one is pretty good. Reinhardt's agility contributes to ability DPS by 10% per rank. Yeah, definitely the skill tree of Reinhardt is much better than the warrior in comparison. And here I've already purchased everything. No, I guess you can get that one, but don't change your stance. Don't change your stance. Yeah, yeah, that one. The one that increases the critical damage. We should take into account that this guy has no gear. We'll go straight for the... We'll go up against the Automaton, right? Because I saved. Wait. 625. We'll go up against the Automaton, right? Yeah. Damn it. Well, he's trapped, but... Alright, I didn't activate the lever. I explored everything, right? Because my experience bar... Yeah, the game ensures that you can go back and farm a bit. This one would be the lever. Let me see the... Oh, damn it. Ah, yeah, it's not loot. Yeah, we already looted here. Did it register the reading here with the book? Yes. Okay. That was a bit weird. Alright, let's try that again. Alright, because you have to activate the lever. You have to activate the lever to face him. Yeah, of course. But we leveled up. Alright, let's see. This time I'll be a bit more careful. Alright. Let's go. Yeah, this will be easy now. You caught me off guard last time. Won't happen again. One. Thank you, my meat shield. Two. Nice try. And dead. I need to apply my essences, by the way. See, I told you he was going to be a perfect meat shield. Yes, my meat shield. Yes, indeed. Come on, we still have more sections of the crypt to explore. Nice, we get extra money. Yeah, I think we can all confirm that Reinhardt has a better skill tree than the warrior at this point. I would say the best two are the Archon and Reinhardt. Pretty much, I am curious about Katarina. I'm curious about Katarina because maybe she has better single target damage, and that's indeed useful against bosses. Hey, he dodges. Alright, come on, we need to train that, and I'll have two meat shells. My clone and Lucas Montbarron there. Damn it, don't change your stance. Ugh. Let's see how's our mastery of today. Kind of like we explored the skill tree in depth in this hour. No, the other one. Yeah, that's that one. The mastery of minor leap is not increasing. Damn it, I need to use it more. So I'll have my clone, which for now, once I reach that mastery, the clone will actually generate aggro. So alongside Montbarron, I'll have two meat shells, all for me, while I kill everyone from behind. Nice. Straight boss. Okay. Damn it! The fact that this tunnel. Hey, it's just like my clone. What's that? Where's my clone? Okay. This should become invisible. See, for example, this is a level design flaw. Let's try our ability and make short work of this guy. Our ultimate. It's not even fair. I should have used it against the automaton we faced previously. That attack is brutal. Kind of like, regardless of the fact if it stands or not, the sheer amount of damage it deals is supreme. Supreme, brutal, amazing, destructive. See how many adjectives I have. Come on, come on. We need to train the clone. All right, let's try that again. I don't know why my mirror leap didn't work there. Okay. As I've said, I could beat this with Anjali, but the problem is that if you do that, you get loot for Anjali, and I want to get the loot for my new meat shield.
Great deal of good it did me.
For Montbarron. Look at that, he's got gauntlets down there. He's a mage like us, pretty much. He's a colleague. Nice hideout.
Crypts was a good idea. I used to come here for some quiet myself in my undergraduate days.
Indeed. I'm an old collegium man myself. I'll be sure to treat your corpse with a little more respect.
Quickly. There we go. Now we should have 2 meat shells. Do your thing, meat shells. Ensure he doesn't attack me. Ensure he doesn't attack me. There you go. Stay right there. That was a bit... I need to... Nope. I didn't mean to do that. Let me activate the ultimate geometry of annihilation. It doesn't use focus now. That attack is... There we go. That's right. Clone. Our meat shells are up again. Come on. I wonder if the enemy attacks affect, kind of like the area of attacks, affect the mobs. There we go. Careful. Let's get rid of those. Nope. Is my meat shield alive? Hey, he's doing fairly good. All things considered. The ultimate. Move. There we go. Damn it. I hate that attack. Damn it. Yeah, I cannot stand bosses. You cannot stand bosses in this game. There we go. Matt. I wish I could do that. Can you imagine triggering those orbs? It would be godlike.
Enough. I know when I've met my match.
Nice.
Spare my life, and I'll go quietly.
As I said some minutes ago, I could do it with Anjali, but I wanted to do it with Montbarron, so the loot I get is for him, because I pretty much faced this guy with Lucas having no gear. So, last time we explored this option, which is pretty much the same, so I'll have both recordings, the fight with Anjali and with Montbarron. So let's try the other option this time.
If you tell us what you've been doing down here, the Meisters might not hang you.
That's much more convincing.
Hired us to abscond with the city's automatons. We tear them up, turn them over to the gent. He pays us good coin. I guess he's selling the damn things on the black market, but it's none of my affair. It's hard to carry those metal brutes very far, so we set up here in the Crypts. The locals don't come down here. Not anymore.
Last time I chose this one. Let's choose this one this
You
time.
kept a few of the automatons for yourself. How did you manage to control them?
Since we did the fight
Got
twice.
those from the gent. He must have rebuilt some of the ones we stole for him and gave them new orders.
Alright, this is the complete dialogue line.
One
Good.
more question. How do I find the dapper old gent?
Best of luck to you, friend. I've sent people to follow him, but it's been no use. He's like a ghost. My men will trail him to a dead-end alley, and like that, he'll be gone. He finds me, I never seek him out.
Constables will be coming to arrest you. If you try to run, we'll hunt you down.
Okay. This was a pretty good boss. I've been pleasantly surprised. Now, the loot should be for Lucas Montbarron now? Or what? Only that? I know there. No, there. I know. Anyways, the loot was for Anjali, then the loot is predefined. Well, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. No. The loot is predefined then. Damn it. That's sad. Look at this. We fought that boss with... Ah, well, we got some globes, but still... He's fighting without armor. I need to remove the charm from her. look at the weapon he's using. Great sword, come on. Ah, well, but at least he was using this one. Okay. Yeah, it's a miracle that we survived that. Okay, I need to remove the amulet from Anjali. Wait. The companion system is pretty comfortable. I mean, you can change seamlessly. This one and this one. What's the other one? Talisman of the Grand Mage. Okay, and now we go back to Montbarron. He has increased block chance. He's still not ready, but once he is, we'll have a pretty good meat shield with us. With his block chance. Fierce Ring here, attack and armor, and the Azunite Charm will increase his armor. Ah, this one has 7 armor. It's 0, but it has 7 armor, which is better. Good. Yeah, but well, it has Chaos Fire. Well, let's keep that one for 1 point. Yeah. I need some equipment for this guy. We fought that boss without gear. All right, pretty much that's the final objective. That does nothing. The last Legion artifact. This pendant bears the graven image of a beautiful woman dressed in the traditional armor of the 10th Legion. On the reverse side of it is a simple inscription. For my Eloisa, or Eloise because it's French, bear these to war, but bear yourself home to me safely. Faithful forever, Guillaume. Also French, or Guillaume, or however that is pronounced, it's French.
That master thief was far too quick to surrender. He knows more than he's letting on.
Yep, I think the same. Alright. Well, in the end, my meat shield, rare braces of vitality, whatever, I'll take whatever. This guy, because this guy has no equipment. Damn it. They were globes. La 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 la. Here. Can I read anything? Here. Doesn't look like it, people. Remember, in this game, reading gives you extra experience, so... Okay. Nothing to loot. Nothing. One essence. Let's heal. Let's recover focus. Let's recover focus as well. What's this place? I thought we were about to be out of the crypt. Loot? Is there any loot here? What's the point of this room? Having a save point.
I suppose we'll see what Mudgutter thinks once he's questioned that fellow.
I love how he already has dialogues and he wasn't present when Mudgutter gave us the quest. Well, let's use our imagination and say that we got him up to speed. Alright, now it's a safe zone. Pretty much. I find it curious that this game doesn't have kind of like a world map. Find it pretty weird. This is pretty much it. We finished all of the quests, right? Trouble in the Crypts. Subdue, return to Mudgutter. Stolen shipments, return merchandise to Sienna, okay. No, major malfunction. This one? But maybe that's outside of the crypt. Let's see. Need to stop that automaton. So, today, we'll play for more time today. It'll be a bit longer. Today's stream will be a bit longer. But today we have a lot of side quests opened to us. And yes, this is pretty much the exit. A lot of side quests open to us.
So, my research was put to good use. I'm glad the artifacts are back in the hands of the Legion.
Okay. A lot of side quests open to us. And pretty much... I was commenting in the previous stream that recycled faces, recycled dialogue voices, or voices for the NPCs, lack of enemy variety, I highlighted all of those points as signs of a rushed development. And while I still think that it does have some signs of rushed development, at least in today's stream we could see a bit more of enemy variety by going up against the automatons, as well as this thief and everything, and we could see a bit more of side quest variety.
Hello there, friends. Looking for anything in particular?
Here are your
We
goods.
seem to have found something of yours. A shipment of goods.
Bless you. I was wondering what became of that shipment. I can't thank you enough.
My
We're glad
pleasure.
to help. If you have any more trouble, our chapter house is always open to you.
You've made a friend of this fellow, and hopefully he'll spread the word.
Aye, the folks around here don't have a fine history with the Legion, but I hope that'll change. Now really, I must insist on paying you.
Well, if you pay anyways, that's your choice. 5,000, that's good. Alright, time to augment our gear and... Time to augment our gear and get this guy some... And get this guy, Montbarron, some better equipment. I mean, any equipment at all, because he's got none. This one, I'll leave this one just in case. So let's see. First, this guy needs a good short sword, like this one. Second, he needs a good shield to be a meat shield and protect us. Third, he needs a hauberk, something. And it's this. And he needs a good longsword. Let's see. At least, yeah, he's under geared. Let's say. There we go. At least we need boots for him. And we got these ones which are a bit better, right? Yeah. And the sword. We'll get to that immediately. Boots. These ones. Some basic equipment. There we go. I mean, I don't know how was it possible that we could survive that boss down there. All right, there, agility attack. I should have died even more times back there in that crypt. Now that I look at this. All right, to increase his attack, and hey, look at his attack. His attack is actually higher than mine. And a shield, a decent shield. Yeah, plus 19 armor and block. Nice. There we go. There we go. Much better. Hopefully, as we progress through the game, we'll be able to get better gear for him. But as for me, yeah, he has more attack, but I have kind of like almost the same attack DPS, and I have 90 attack DPS. Pretty much. With the orb, I have less attack. I have more attack with the single target. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Pretty much our attack is with this one. Okay. I want to engrave the Ketzeler family trousers. They are legendary, pretty much. And now that we've sold our stuff, we can engrave them. Like... engrave them. We can enchant them. Let's see. Doom, Retribution, Stagger, Vampire. I love Vampire. Major Vampire. This one's amazing, pretty much. But so we can equip it to it. What's the cost of equipping it to it? To enchanting it? Don't tell me that's the cost. I know the cost is 5616. Okay, perfect. Magnificent. Yes, that's our total. What else? What else? The orb, the Heart of Darkness. That's pretty old. We should probably change it eventually. We should eventually transmute it and recover the vampiric. Let's see. The Steadfast Best of Rage. Doom. I don't know what Doom causes. I need to read that up in the wiki of this game. Stagger. Stagger is a stun. This one is more vampire. Warding, I don't know, but pretty much this one is the only major boost, so let's do that. So yes, Then otherwise, I think by transmuting you can extract them. Let's try it. Let's try transmuting just for the sake of doing it. But I probably cannot recover the item. That's a problem. This one, Angelis Bracers, perfect. Let's transmute. Unable to transmute equipped items. Then why is it there? Why is the option there? I need to be careful then. Reinforced generator. Oh, I don't know, more Chaos Vampire. Minor. Chaos Vampire is kind of like... Well, since I still don't understand this completely, we'll leave it like that. Anyways, our gear will be much better. Because I'll have much more vampiric attack. Hey, we should head over to the factory and finish the strike. Ah, but there's the automaton. Perfect. Well, let's try our new powers. There, we slowed it down. And let's try our final attack there. That attack is brutal. That attack is definitely brutal. That attack is kind of like... The flamethrower is brutal. This one is... I should have used it against the previous boss. But the thing is that he had way too many attacks. Way too many ranged attacks, to be precise. Ah, here we have more... It's pretty much the same, right? Yeah. Unless... Let me just see the swords. They're actually worse. Bloodletting, I think it makes him regain health through his basic attacks. Alright, let's go... Let's turn in that quest and free the factory from the Cyclops strike. Okay. I love how the game allows combat exclusively for that section. So it's just so you complete that section. But nice, because today it was a pretty positive day in terms of the analysis of the game, because we got better enemy variety, better...
I swallowed parchment and chalk. Later today, I'll have a complete map of my digestive system.
We've got more enemy variety, more side quest variety. We finally mastered an ability and completed more of our rotation. So yeah. You better do.
Here's your payment. Now, something's been bothering me. Nothing in my schematics would have allowed for hostile tendencies.
So?
I think someone tampered with my construct. I don't have any rivals that hate me that much, but I have had quite a few parts go missing recently.
Could it be that they are the ones that we found in the crypt? No, I don't think so.
Your automaton may have been altered by the thieves in the crypt, or by the dapper old gent.
Oh, really now? Well, if that's the case, maybe you could check the crypts for any of my missing automaton parts.
Yeah, I should have done this
If
before.
I reverse engineer the components, I can maybe safeguard my next automaton
I should have done this.
against tampering. Well, thanks again, and take care.
Did we get another side quest or what? I should have done that quest before entering the crypt. Let's see. Yeah, proof of sabotage. Okay. Yeah, we should need to backtrack in there and grab the cags. We'll leave that for the end. Yep, you should do that quest before entering the crypt. Now, We'll have more enemy variety. The legendary Factory of Stonebridge. We need to stop the Cyclops strike in here. Well. I remember doing this quest. Contrary to the previous one. Okay. I love how in this game the zones are kind of like perfectly divided. Kind of like farming zone, enemies, and safe zones. No enemies, grab the side quests. Alright.
Sorry, my friends, the Foundry is closed for an undefined amount of time. We do regret any inconvenience this may cause.
Casel sent us.
Told us that your Cyclops workers have taken over the Foundry.
Yep.
The Cyclopses have gone mad. They've killed a few of our foremen, and the gears of the Foundry have stopped. We spotted goblin agitators inside as well.
Ah,
If that
agitators.
wasn't enough, the fire elementals that power our furnaces have gotten loose.
Let's explore all of the dialogue
I
options.
need to ask you a few questions before I go inside.
Of course, anything. Just ask.
How did this
Do you
happen?
have any idea why your workers would take over the Foundry?
The Night Foreman, the man in charge when this uprising began,
Ah.
I'm afraid he's dead.
Ah.
All our efforts have gone into evacuating the wounded and making sure the Cyclopses don't escape into the city. We're short on facts.
How exactly did these Cyclopses get into the Foundry?
Nice. We are getting much better enemy
Well, they've
variety
been here for years,
today.
and in all this time they've tirelessly tended the Foundry without complaint or commotion. This caught us all by surprise. One moment they were working peacefully, the next, wanton violence.
We need to eliminate the alpha ape, people. That's how this works. If we eliminate the alpha ape, in this case precisely the smaller guy, ironically, the goblin agitator, we'll get rid of the rest of
Do you know
them.
who hired them or what their plan is?
They wore no official heraldry and made no statements of allegiance. We give tours of the Foundry. I'm sure that's how they got in. The Cyclopses haven't killed them, so for all we know, they're working together. Perhaps they incited this madness.
Alright,
Ready
let's
to
do
go?
it.
What would you have us do?
Our attempts to parley have ended in bloodshed. You'll need to pacify them by force.
Nice.
I don't want the Cyclopses eliminated. I just want them to go back to work. So find their leader and humble him.
Okay.
The sooner the Foundry is back in operation, the better. If you can restart any of the gear works below, that would also be a great help.
See, I told you, we need to eliminate the alpha ape. Good. We'll have some... I love how the previous stream pretty much involved gathering all side quests, almost no combat, and in this one we've been clearing crypts for the previous 2 hours. Charter. Granted to the Guild of Ironmongers in the year 1117. Be it known that the guild shall have the exclusive right to produce works of iron, steel, and bronze, and also to trade such works within the city of Stonebridge. Further, that the guild hall shall maintain and operate the Great Foundry for the benefit of the city. The guild may collect reasonable fees from all citizens who draw heat or mechanical power from the foundry. Typical taxes. Failure to ensure the continual operation of the foundry may result in fines, prosecution, and public humiliation of those who are deemed responsible. Alright, that's kind of like the declaration. We get some extra XP with that. You get experience by reading any books in this game. That's amazing. Okay. Another book here. Beneath the streets of Stonebridge lies the Great Foundry, a cavernous network of excavated tunnels and galleries. In the year 1175, the Guild of Ironmongers was granted permission to use the space beneath Stonebridge to build the massive furnaces, smelters, and forges that would power the machines in the city above. The Great Foundry is a hot, hellish place. In the early days, its fires were fueled by coal from the Glitterdeld, but the rebirth of magic at the college has wrought great changes in the foundry. Now the furnaces are animate and alive, fueled by elemental spirits of fire. To work the foundry, the ironmongers called upon the services of Cyclopses. The details of this arrangement are uncertain, but the Cyclopses have toiled without complaint For over 100 years, attempts to speak to the Cyclopses have met with little success. Have been met with little success, or have either you write have met little success or have been met with little success. I think they forgot a been because it's kind of like present perfect. I know I'm unbearable. Only guild members are permitted to enter the Foundry, and the Cyclopses are never permitted to come out. Perfect. Yeah, I think I forgot. I would say have been met. They've been met with. All right. I mean, if I was correcting an exam, I would correct that in terms of the grammar.
Pardon me, I'm still a bit jumpy. What with the Cyclops revolt?
Don't worry, we'll stop it. Nice blue flames. Are they animated? Yeah, they are. Pretty good. Yeah, we can see that the influence, we talked about this, the influence of having the original creator of the DungeonSiege franchise, Chris Taylor, as a consultant in this game, certainly paid off.
There, Legionnaire. Several of my men never made it out of the Foundry.
Ah, we'll make it out. Let's see. This one is probably locked because it's the exit, so only one way to go. Let's confirm it, but there we go. Alright, here we are, people. So, today, we've explored a lot of interesting aspects. Enemy variety, full gameplay rotation.
I've seen fire jackals down there glowing so hot, even the Cyclops can't control the beasts.
Sidequest variety, because last time I was beginning to think that we would have no... that the game was getting short in terms of side quests. But the reminder to all employees at the Foundry, do not attempt to feed or play with the fire jackals. These creatures are dangerous elementals and they are only to be handled by trained personnel. In the event of injury or death resulting from unauthorized contact with fire jackals, the guild bears no legal or monetary responsibility. You've been warned. Okay, fair enough. Right, so we'll go up against the summon that Angeli can do. So, as I was saying, today we explored a lot of aspects that the game has. Enemy variety, side quest variety in the previous quest. This appears to be a list of demands from the striking Cyclops workers. It is penned in a fine hand, probably too fine to have been written by a Cyclops. Like a Cyclops, we need to read like a Cyclops. We demand at least 1 day of rest per week, shifts lasting no more than 18 hours, provision of monocles to those Cyclopses whose vision has failed them. They have only one eye. That's pretty sensible to ask for. Pretty sensible to ask for. Pretty reasonable. Most of all, we demand fair compensation for our labor. No wages, no work. I hope you enjoyed my imitation, my shitty imitation of a Cyclops. But let's get right to it. Alright, let's get to it. Enough. If I get killed after imitating a stupid Cyclops, I guess I'll feel extremely stupid. There we go. Here we see some recycling in terms of the analysis of the... Hey, here they are. How are you doing, idiot player? Get ready to die. Sorry, it has always happened to me when I go up against Cyclops or something. I always think it's funny. Hey, this guy's pretty resistant. Haha, you stupid human! You thought you were going to kill me that easily. Is that thing taking damage? Yeah, it's taking damage. Let's burn it. Oops. Damn it! Let's burn it. Let's see. There we go. Nice and easy. Oh, stupid human, he's way too hard, he's so OP. Nerf him, developers, nerf him. That would be any person over at the I just imitated. I just mimicked any. I just mimicked any of the any player of the WoW player base when they lose in PvP and they pretty much demand that the other class that they are not using, it's always the same, that it gets nerfed. Pretty much. You think that you may think that my mimicking of the WoW player that demands to nerf other characters in the game is inaccurate, but it is accurate. They would always say it's not, and it's not only WoW players. It's pretty much players in the forums or over at the forums in general. They always demand, especially in online games, nerf that class. That's so OP. That's so damn OP. Nerf it. Nerf it. Nerf this guy. It's always the same. It happened to me several times in Star Wars The Old Republic. As you can imagine, that's why I know about this situation. And I can mimic it so accurately. So yeah, pretty much it has happened to all of us people. So, heroic pauldrons or whatever. You got something, Lucas. Let's see, because your gear is shitty enough as it is. I know, but it removes blocking. Heroic Cross? No. The gear we have now is better. When are we going? I don't feel comfortable without... I won't feel comfortable until I loot a TL quality item for this guy. My joystick is vibrating like crazy. 1 out of 5 gear works. Ready? Restart the entrance gear works. Alright. Part of the quest. Pretty much. Connecting to chat. What's going on? Welcome to chat once again. 3 times. I don't know why it does that now, since Streamlabs updated. Don't ask me why. It kind of like resets chat every hour. Once every hour, I don't know. At least for me, I don't know. Okay. Alright, as a recap. Today we explored... I got a TL quality thing for me and not for this guy. He's gonna get killed so many times. Let me check the progress we're doing. We're doing a bit of progress here. Good. 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 So, no other way to go. Nice. So today we experience much better enemy variety in the game. The game could have better enemy variety, but pretty much it follows the overall length of the game, which isn't great. And since it doesn't have a lot of length for an isometric action RPG, for example, compare it to something like I don't know, the one that we played last year, Shadows Awakening. That game was pretty much infinite, and it was an indie game. This game, considering that it was developed with all of Square Enix's money behind to revive the franchise, it has less enemy variety than Shadows Awakening, that was made by an indie studio. So I think the game is rather on the short side in terms of enemy variety, but it pretty much follows, because it follows the overall length of the game. So rather on the short side in terms of enemy variety, and the immediate consequence is rather short also as a consequence of what I just said. Short in terms of enemy variety, because due to the fact that the game is short in terms of length, of overall length, it's also short in terms of enemy variety, pretty much. But today it has improved a bit, because we We are going up against the goblins. We got the automatons. They're over at the crypt. But for example, they recycled the Lescancy mercs. It's kind of like a mixed bag. It's a 50-50 situation. Not the best enemy variety in the world. For example, in Titan Quest, the enemy variety is perfect, just so you have a reference. Or just so we use a reference. Enemy variety is perfect pretty much every 2 meters, or in the case of the US, in the case of America, think about it, every 2 feet, I don't know, the unit of measures are kind of like completely different. Every 2 feet? No, that would be way too short. Pretty much. Well, every 2 meters, in pretty much every inch of the terrain. In Titan Quest, the enemy variety is amazing. If I had to say, it has even better enemy variety than Diablo 2 vanilla. You need to mod Diablo 2 in order to get to the enemy variety of vanilla Titan Quest. So in terms of enemy variety, it doesn't get better than Titan Quest, if I had to say. I would also argue that Torchlight 2 is also amazing. By the way, sorry for not knowing American measurements perfectly. In Europe and in South America we use kind of like meters straight away, and when that's not enough because the distances are great, we use kilometers, pretty much, meters and kilometers. So yeah, pretty much. I need to learn the conversions, because because I learned British English, remember, so I got the measurements in kind of like, instead of ounces we get kilograms. So I learned them kind of like with the European system, both in Spanish and in English. That's the reason. Pretty much. So Reinhardt Fogge, perfect extra mana. I've noticed that it's taking much more time to level up. That means we are making progress, people. I love the music when you level up. That's something pretty unique of this game, if I had to say. A lot of more games surely have it, but in recent years, not a lot of them. Oh, what looks that? Hey, look at that. Looks like with his ability he becomes kind of like a stone shield. Well, he looks pretty good. He's a pretty good meat shield, that's for sure, right now. His gear is not that good, but well. What are you gonna do? Did I miss any chests here? No, I don't think so. Here? They always like to hide the better loot. Here we go. There we go. I love how have you noticed that you cannot increase your total mana in this game? That's also something extremely particular of this game. You cannot increase your total mana bar. It's always 100, have you noticed? But you can increase your health. That's so weird. This game has a lot of weird mechanics. But I would say that now that we've unlocked the rest of the rotation, I would say... At the beginning I thought the controls were going to be a mess, honestly, I must tell you. In the first levels. It's not that the controls are bad, it's that they are slower in terms of the gameplay, but they are also slower in terms of... the combat is slower, that's what I mean. But not only that, the game is slower in terms of learning. It's also way slower than Diablo 2, than Titan Quest, than Torchlight 2 in terms of learning the getting used to play with the game. And also, yes, it has some problems in terms of controlling the in terms of targeting. But once you learn how to target, which is what takes most time, which is pretty much the main issue. The main issue aren't the attacks, it's the targeting. You can see it when I cast my circle, my geometry of annihilation, the big circle on the ground, that sometimes it doesn't target. Let's see. There, for example, it worked, but sometimes have you noticed that if you pay close attention to the walkthrough, if I'm way too far from the enemies, for example, it's kind of like I cast it like that, kind of like on top of me. And sometimes that pretty much fucks up your plans, your strategy when you are fighting, when you are going up against mobs. And I should have trained my decoy there. Is this fire permanent? Can't I turn it off? Doesn't look like it. If I roll? Ah, yeah. No, well, yeah, anyways, you take damage. Unavoidable damage, I guess. Good. But yeah, that's basically the key, guys. That's what I've noticed. The problem isn't the control of your attacks, it's the targeting in general, which can be either your attacks or your abilities, not your basic attacks. Because I remember that at the beginning of the game, of the walkthrough, when I started playing, I had issues with the targeting of my basic attacks. I remember that I would roll back and I would miss my attacks, like doing this and this. But so far, it hasn't happened to me in a long time. Cyclops Foreman. Here we go. The Alpha Ape, people. But pretty much you can see that now. There were more enemies over here. What happened? I want to train my... I first want to dispatch them. First I want to dispatch them. There we go. And now we can deal with that guy. Ha! Look at that, Look at that, the clone was still attacking him. There we go. That must have trained my... Let's see, maybe that's the key to speed, to power training it. No, it's still the same, I don't understand it. I don't understand how to train this thing, but well, at the beginning of the stream, it was kind of like lower, but it's so incredibly slow. Maybe because it doesn't deal a lot of damage to enemies. Damn it. Melee goblins. Now I've seen it all. There we go. Nice critical there. So as I was saying, have you noticed that I don't miss my basic attacks anymore, as I did at the beginning of the game? So yes, the controls are much slower to learn. Alright, they are much slower. They are a bit more, they are unprecise, and the overall gameplay combat is slower. That's the thing. That's why it's much more. They are much more difficult to learn because they are actually slower. The combat in this game is slower. And besides, it's slower in terms of the things that you unlock.
Maybe they'll cause some trouble if we let them out.
Yeah, or maybe they kill us. Hi there. Well, it's extra experience. Notice that enemies kind of like take some time to attack you. And you need to time your dodges, you cannot simply dodge all the time. So the game has a lot of unique gameplay elements that force the player to kind of like change the way they think. Because it's generally if you play Diablo, you can play Titan Quest, for example, or you can play Torchlight, kind of like automatically, in the sense that the pillars of the gameplay mechanics are the same. But in the case of this game, it still retains some pillars in the sense that you have basic attacks or abilities. But for example, it doesn't enhance your basic attacks in the same way as most isometric action RPG games. So it's slower, you can dodge, you can roll. It has a combination of features which make the game unique. Unique in a sense that the combat is slower, the one that I said previously, in the sense that you need to time your dodges, you have 3 resources rather than 2, because in Titan Quest or Diablo you can also develop, for example in Titan Quest I remember that I have a basic attack build, a one-click basic attack build. Yes, you can basically complete Titan Quest with a one-hit, with a basic attack build. And in the case of Diablo, you can pretty much, for example, enhance your basic attacks or go for summons, or... No, sorry, enhance your basic attacks and go for summons, like the Necromancer, but pretty much you don't play using abilities. In the case of this game, it's another interesting situation, because you use your basic attacks, but they feel the mana that you require, the focus you require, to perform your abilities, your first group of abilities, your offensive abilities. And in turn, the offensive abilities fuel the defensive abilities, which is kind of like completely different. And I think it's positive at the end of the day, because the metal of this cage is etched with tiny, almost imperceptible symbols, probably arcane markings, meant to keep the fire jackals inside. Can't I set them free, please? Set them free. Set them free. I want extra experience. Thank you. Here they give you a little help if you cannot beat the Cyclops, but we could do it. But yeah. So basically, that's the idea, guys. Are the combat mechanics different? Yes, they are totally different. Are they slower to learn? Yes. Is the overall gameplay, combat, timing slower than Diablo 2, than Titan Quest, than Torchlight 2, than most exponents of the isometric action RPG genre? Yes. And honestly, at the beginning of the walkthrough, as we've been commenting, I was also thinking the same, that it was a flaw. That it was pretty much, and if you read the reviews online, pretty much everyone hated the controls. But now that we've achieved a full rotation finally between stream number 4 and this one, once we unlocked our master abilities, and once we learned how to consistently roll, and more importantly to target, to properly target in this game with both our basic attacks and our abilities, both the offensive and the defensive abilities. Now that we've learned all of that, the gameplay rotation, the overall economy of the combat, as I've been mentioning, remember that we have 3 resources here to pay attention to. It's much more natural. Am I saying with this that the game has better controls than Diablo 2, that legendary pillars of the isometric action RPG genre? No, definitely not. Am I saying that they made the right choice by making the game's combat slower than most isometric action RPG games? No. What I'm saying is that the core gameplay mechanics aren't flawed, which was the main argument of most, for not saying 99%, of both the Steam and the Metacritic reviews that we read at the beginning of the analysis. I am not saying that they are wrong in terms of saying that the controls suck or whatever, but what I'm saying is that the core gameplay controls, after 6 streams, I am able to target properly and the core gameplay mechanics aren't broken. Examples of broken gameplay mechanics we have plenty throughout the history of video games, and trust me, this is not such case. Can the controls take more time to get used to? Definitely. Definitely. This game has a higher learning curve than most isometric action RPG games. It's not terribly tough because of that, due to that fact precisely, which means that the mechanics are not broken. But so far, when we started playing the game, I thought the controls were about to be broken because of all of the reviews and those things, and they were indeed uncomfortable, because, as I've said, you probably noticed that in the first part of the walkthrough, I couldn't target properly with my basic attacks. But nowadays, if you watch the previous stream or this one, you can see that I haven't failed a single basic attack. So that means indeed that there's a learning curve, but the gameplay mechanics aren't broken. And that's important, because the main criticism that this game has received, I think that's a final... It's a final CAG? No, it's not the final CAG, it's just a breach. The main criticism that this game has received, we read it in part 1, precisely, it was that the controls were terrible and those things. No, they are different, but they are not broken. They have a steeper learning curve than most isometric action RPG games. And also that combines with the fact that the combat mechanics are slower, because you have to time your dodges and those things. So, as a conclusion for today, we explored the complete rotation, we analyzed the enemy variety, the side quest variety that the game had to offer, in terms of the signs that we noticed the other day of rushed development that the game had. In terms of that, today we could see that the gameplay mechanics actually aren't flawed. They are slower, and they have a steeper learning curve than most isometric action RPG games. That's pretty much the idea. But if I had to say right now, I started playing this game thinking that the mechanics would be broken. However, by now, I would say that they are simply different. So yes, I am glad to see that also we face some new enemy variety. In terms of enemy variety, the game's not perfect, as I've said. So far, I would say it's a 50-50 case. Not perfect enemy variety, but not stellar either. And pretty much, it's a mixed bag. It's a mixed bag. Damn it, I'm already a bit lost here. This zone was huge. But yeah, it's a mixed bag in terms of the what we were talking about. In terms of the enemy variety. In terms of the gameplay mechanics, I think that by now that I've mastered one ability and that we've unlocked the whole skill tree and everything, and that I can properly target enemies, now that I've seen all of this, I would say, I know you want to, you guys down there want to attack me. I think I can say that I started, as I've said, thinking that the controls would suck, but no, they are just different. So yes, pretty much. The things that I've commented, keep them in mind. The combat is slower. We'll get to the final analysis anyways, and I'll comment all of this during the final analysis. But keep in mind, the gameplay mechanics are slower, not broken. And the learning curve is steeper, not impossible. Why? Basically because you cannot inherit, let's say, your knowledge from... I mean, you cannot completely inherit all of your knowledge from playing other RPG games. You kind of like partially inherit your knowledge. For example, you know that from playing video games. I know this will sound stupid, but you know that that's your health bar, that's your mana bar. But for example, you know nothing about the third resource, the orbs, the difference between defensive and offensive abilities. The game has elements that force you to relearn what you know about RPG games. And precisely, the isometric action RPG genre is rather conservative. See how similar Titan Quest, Diablo, Torchlight, they are between them. It's an extremely conservative genre. Just like the RTS genre, for example, it's not like, well, I don't know, the racing genre. They are all conservative genres in the sense that they usually don't change the pillars of what made the genre popular. Pretty much. They are not like, I don't know, like platforming. That platforming was so innovative that it went from 2D to 3D. Or I don't know, third-person shooters. You can have something like Vanquish and Gears of War, and they belong to the same genre. Well, and the speed of Gears of War is rather slow, and Vanquish is fast. The relationship of this game is the same. It's kind of like the Vanquish of isometric action RPG games, but the other way around. Isometric action RPG games are faster, and this game is slower. Even for the side quests. Hey, I think we explored everything. I see kind of like a zone there. Did we explore this? Yes, we explored everything. So yeah, pretty much. I think that by now I feel that only today I've truly understood the the gameplay mechanics that the game has to offer. Pretty much. Because it's basically that. Okay, I think we are done here. No, but we are lacking one cog, and I'm sure there's a boss, a zone boss here.
Please help. The Cyclopses have gone mad. They locked us in here and dragged my men off to Asinine knows what awful fate.
Alright.
I'll free your men. Do you know where they were taken?
The Cyclopses took them. Over there, past the fire grates, on the other side of the chamber.
Sure thing.
I don't know what they're planning, but those two are like brothers to me. Please, will you help them?
Yes, we'll help them. Hostage. They've got hostages, people.
Did you find my men? Are they all right?
No, I'm looking for them. I just freed you. Oh, they got hostages, people. The Cyclops got hostages. That's not how you negotiate better salaries. Alright, we need to eliminate the Alpha Ape. We need to eliminate the Alpha Ape, people. Okay, what's this? Alright, looks like we're not done here. The side quest is over here. Let's see. Here we have Cyclops. Whoops. Also, the fact that you regain mana through your basic attacks. Rather than... Well, you can also use your abilities, but most of the time you use your basic attacks. It's also new. The game pretty much challenges your notions of traditional isometric action RPG mechanics. That's the idea. It should be cool if I could have more than one clone up. Alright. There, for example, see that targeting? It was right on top of me. And it should have been on the Cyclops, but that I cannot control it, for example. And that's pretty much the only mechanic that I have, let's say, issues targeting, that it's not precise. But in turn, notice how big the circle is. They knew that it was going to be imprecise. So, if I had to say, I would say it was measured during development, if you ask me. Burn. I love how in this game you have to kind of like finish with a basic attack to ensure that in your next fight you start with your focus at maximum. There we go. Okay. More mana, though I haven't used that a lot lately. There we go, we confirm talents, and as for Montbarron we have the Vanguard's Strike. And another thing that I've noticed today, the companions that you get later on have all of the abilities, have kind of like master and middle rank. How was it called? I don't want to get. See, when I started the game, recruit, for example, I could only choose recruit abilities, then legionnaire, and then master abilities. And that forced me to, for example, purchase the lightning strike at the beginning of the game. But with companions that you get later on, you can straight up choose master talents, for example. You can skip the other two categories, which is a curious design in terms of a skill tree. In terms of skill trees, Gear works 4 out of 5. There's one more objective over there. Let's see, and there's one more here. That's a pretty curious level design in terms of skill trees. Pretty curious design choice, because because it forces you to purchase kind of like early talents for your first companions, but not in the case of Montbarron, for example, that I got some minutes ago. Well, now we can say that some hours ago. You are free. You survived.
I thought I was a goner for sure. I need to get to the surface and let my family know that I'm not dead. I owe you one, Legionnaire.
See, for example, here there's recycling in terms of the faces of the NPCs, which is another sign of rush development or sign that the budget was constrained. I don't know, that the budget, that they had to look after the budget. Mud Bomber, probably that's the agitator, the alpha ape, nice. So we got a boss, a goblin boss there. Here we go. For example, see, this one was a bit unprecise. See, for example, this one. Those are the, let's say, objective flaws that the game has. Hey, I've noticed that the save system, that the, I mean, this one throws 3 of them. Let's slow them. There we go. Nice. Nice. And swift. See, for example, this one is the only ability that I cannot control. That I cannot accurately target my enemies with. This is, let's say, the objective flaw of the game. However, we need to pay attention to the level design, because have you noticed that most of the environments are kind of like narrow passages? I always mention this when I, for example, when I was playing Havencast Rise of the Mage, for example, when I was playing that, I noticed that the narrow passages forced you to be on your toes because there was casting time and those things. And in this game is the same. The narrow passages ensure that the geometry of annihilation, that this ability, see, it takes from left to right the whole place. That it will most of the time, regardless of the fact if the targeting is flawed, if you cannot precisely target enemies, it's something extremely subtle. But these things are the ones that, for example, gaming press, they don't pay attention to because I think they don't play enough video games and they are amateurish in terms of game analysis. I think that those are the subtle details that they don't pay attention to. That the influence of the level design has an impact on gameplay mechanics, ladies and gentlemen. In the sense that the narrow passages fix the flawed targeting system that the game has, for example, in this case. In the case of other games, it makes, like in Hellgate London, it makes kind of like enemies more threatening because you have no room to escape, for example. Don't worry, it's just because I wasted my attack to show all of you guys, the audience, that the geometry of annihilation could fit the whole bridge. There we go.
Saints bless him. I knew Albert would send someone for me. Thank you, stranger. Now, I'm gonna make a run for it while I still can.
Sure, you do that. You do that, and I loot all of these. Hey, let's see if we got better gear for Montbarron. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah. 4 attack, but minus 40 ability. Minus 40 agility, and agility contributes to his attack. So, no, forget it. He must have pretty high. Yeah, look at the attack DPS. It's so high because of the fact that agility contributes to his base attack damage. Let's see. Will agility. So in the case of this guy, agility is much better. Let's see, swift broadsword, for example. So this one would be minus 11 attack, but plus 16 agility. So at the end of the day, it would be more damage, I guess. Yeah, well, let's leave it like that because I think it only affects the long sword. I don't know. Retribution. Damn it! What is it? We are getting such shitty loot for Montbarron that. Ah, I was about to miss this. Nice. All right, dead end. As you can see, we are doing a 100% completion. Ladies and gentlemen, we are doing a 100% completion of the game. So we are exploring every inch of it. Let's heal and recover focus as well. Let's recover both of them. Thanks to our defensive abilities. And we can save again just in case we get killed because we have... This is yet another thing that we should analyze by now. That we should have analyzed by now. The usage of potions... Sorry. The balance between the usage of potions and the overall difficulty of the game. It appears to be a lift of the event from Sarah, so it spends to the fine hand. We've already read this. Yeah. We've already read this. It's the same. The balance between the usage of potions and the overall difficulty curve of the game. The overall balance of the game. As I always mention, I always use as example a great game that was ruined by the broken usage of potions, Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning. Alright, we've got the Alpha Ape here, people. This should be easy. We've got the Alpha Ape here, the Alpha Cyclops in this case. Ah, he can summon Fire Jackals. Okay. Alright, well, I don't have summons anymore because we are no longer playing with Anjali. We have two Mitchells with Lucas and... There we go. And as I've been mentioning, the balance between the usage of potions and the overall difficulty curve of a game is another important aspect. Let's go for the ultimate. That one is different. That's a master Geometry of Annihilation that will not only stun but also deal more damage. And I think we can burn this guy. We'll trigger the ability again, so we can improve our... Hey, that one is a stun. Ah, look at that. I think the ultimate abilities do stun bosses. Because that guy was a stun. And now let's burn him. Full damage rotation. Ah, right, but the... I mean, they killed my meat shells. No. Damn it. That was close. Yep, look at that. That guy is stunned. The ultimate abilities do stun them. What have you done? You've taken a factory and wreaked havoc in this peaceful city.
You murdered defenseless men.
And you killed workers, sure.
We did not attack them. It was self-defense. They made slaves of us. The paper told us we deserved better.
The paper?
What paper are you talking about?
An old man gave the paper to me. He called it a manifesto.
Indeed, manifesto,
He
yeah.
said we deserve a better life. We have the right to refuse to work, to demand better pay.
He tricked you. Perhaps we can reach an agreement. I don't know.
If you tell your brothers to stand down, I'll talk to Meister Castle.
Yes.
I will trust you to go to the Ironmongers to decide how best to end this fight.
Well, for starters,
Only by your mercy that we live. We will accept whatever judgment you make.
for starters, stop killing people. Because they are bosses, Lucas. Otherwise, we don't get to do some epic battles. Hey, it was first try. Nice, but it was pretty tough. Oh, Locus of Life Stealing. We'll see. We'll review that one next time. Otherwise, that's the last gag, and it's locked. Where is it? How do I unlock it? Wait, but here, there's also another room here. Wait, we are missing loot. I'm sure of it. Or maybe we are missing the lever that opens that. Let's see, people. Let's see, guys. Yes, we are missing loot. Gladius of Blight. Yeah, none of this is. None of the loot is still quality for our meat shield. Damn it. Let's see. How to... Oh, finally. Treasure. I'll have to review the loot. It's way too much loot. Let's see here. Let's recover our mana. Just in case. How do I complete the gear works? Ah, we are not done yet. We need to finish a side quest. Okay. Damn it! That slow ability that I got through dodging, it has saved me countless times. Kind of like I avoid if I roll and they are close to the area of my initial roll, they are slowed down. Let's see. That's a lot of loot, but I'm not getting... It's difficult to get loot for Montbarron. Here, this is the paper, the manifesto. Okay. This is locked. Not anymore. And we are done, but what about the side quest?
Surely you must be joking, Meister Fiddlewick. I shall not reward the slaying of my guild members with salaries and contracts. If these beasts weren't vital to the operation of the Foundry, I'd charge every one of them with murder.
True.
All go to the gallows.
Funny that you mentioned legal action. Last I recall, slavery was a criminal offense in Stonebridge. Shall we take this matter to the courts?
I didn't expect to find you both here. What's this all about?
Now that you've done Castle's dirty work and violently ended the strike, he wants to dishonor the dead by maintaining the status quo.
Those beasts went mad. Don't try to rationalize their crimes.
True.
What
True.
Mr. Castle means to say is that he thinks the Cyclopses are mere animals.
No, he's not saying that.
Anything that has a mind has rights.
No, you are an ignorant and you are not a lawyer. I am.
The Cyclopses agreed to stop fighting if I speak to you on their behalf.
You... what?
No, I don't want to choose this one.
Is this?
Meister Castle is an endless font of Legion for saving your lives.
Yes, thank you for ending the violence. But what do you mean you speak for them? Those beasts are making demands?
What the? I cannot choose to tell that he's right. God damn it. Damn it. No. I'm a lawyer and I can assure you people, if you kind of like ask for better conditions, killing people, you are not making your position better, even if you cannot respond the crime with another fucking crime. It's kind of like law 101 of any civilized country, in case you are interested. They want better conditions.
The Cyclopses have a manifesto of demands. They want better treatment from now on.
What? It's not letting me choose anything else.
An old man gave it to them. Do you know anyone with a grudge against your guild?
An old man? The dapper old gent, no doubt. When Wolf hears about this, he's going to give me the "I told you so" of a lifetime.
Why would the Gent care?
Why would the dapper old gent care about the
Or
Foundry?
Gent, sorry.
The whole economy of Stonebridge rests on the power of the foundries, churning gears, and the cheap metal goods that our forges provide.
The economy of Stonebridge hinges on its workers.
Ha 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 ha.
But yes, the foundry is a crucial part of our supply chain.
Typical fucking socialist who doesn't understand how a company works, or how countries actually generate wealth. Yes, workers shouldn't be slaves, but we all agree on that. But he's kind of like responding to slavery with murder. So no. Let's settle this. That's pretty much illegal in any civilized country. Ask any judge and you'll see that I'm right.
Whatever I say, they will honor.
I'm not surprised. You're an educated person, worthy of respect, unlike certain others I could name.
And he's treating him like an idiot.
Fair wage, don't you think? Let's go and tell them that we agree to their terms.
No. That is...
Shut your goblin spout. They agreed long ago to servitude as payment for their crimes. They cannot just ignore a contract.
True. My country works like that. You can kind of like break a contract exactly like this. My country is precisely that goblin. And those of us who were born, sadly, in fucking socialist countries, we know better. That goblin is my country, precisely. And that goblin is responsible, in my country, for example, the contract. You can break a contract if it's kind of like... If it has clauses which are contrary to the law, but not to the point that... I know what you're gonna say. But then we can make a contract which says, for example, we'll kill our neighbor. No, not that one. Obviously not a contract. You cannot make contracts that break criminal law. But in my country, you can make contracts that can actually be dismissed. They are worthless because they go up against civil law. Pretty much, the judge will say, yeah, you both agreed to this payment, but the law I interpret, the judge says, I interpret, we don't have jury. It's kind of like the judge decides. The judge is kind of like the one that decides. It's called continental law system instead of the common law system, which is used in the UK, in the US, in the Anglo sphere, let's say. And the common law system is much more efficient and better. The one in the US and the UK and Germany uses a mixed system. It's much better than the system used in, let's say, Spain, Italy, here, in the continental law system created by the Roman Empire that we use. It's much better. That guy is the representation of the continental law system, that you can actually break a contract if the conditions are against the civil law. It's something extremely technical and pretty unique. It's kind of like the sources of the law are inverted in southern European countries and also Argentina, because we use pretty much a similar law as Italy, because we inherited from Italy and Spain. So yeah, pretty much, I can assure you that the continental law system and having a fucking socialist state behind it forces that it destroys the economy and everyone is poorer. Pretty much. I can assure you of it. So, if you're a socialist or you have socialist friends, tell them what I just told you. Pretty much. That if you allow these strikes and you allow this, pretty much your economy goes to shit and you cause a hyperinflation. You may think, nah, this guy is a conservative right winger, he's an extremist or whatever. No, because then you can have what we have now, and we've had several. You end up in a hyperinflation, and it's not what you are thinking. 10%, it's not hyperinflation. I know what you are thinking. No, but I'm in a civilized country and I have inflation. I'm in the US and we have 10% inflation, for example, let's say, or in Europe and we have something similar, 15% inflation. That's not inflation at all. A hyperinflation is kind of like 100%. 100%. Imagine your money losing 100% value every month, not every year, every month. I think there's no need for me to tell you what happens next. Everything goes to shit, and first of all, the professionals leave the country, pretty typical, and everything goes to shit. You cannot buy food, and you cannot buy toilet paper. Huh? Is that good for the socialists? So yeah, in this case, that goblin is a socialist and a communist, I would say as well. In case you are wondering, I'm not from the US. I'm not from the US, so you cannot accuse me of Republican. You can accuse me of Italian conservative, I guess. It's not conservative, it's common sense, because you break the economy otherwise. But well. Kessel, or Castle, what's your argument?
Kessel, you said the Cyclopses agreed to servitude?
Years ago, long before the Legion fell, a tribe of Cyclopses wandered down from the mountains and raided the town. At great cost, the people of Stonebridge bested them. Their chieftain agreed to a lifetime of servitude to spare his people from the noose.
So they also killed citizens in the past.
From their work, but so does the whole city. A contract is a contract.
Indeed.
Ignore rules and laws, not even old ones.
True, a contract is a contract. That's typical of the common law system. I think this mission, as a lawyer, this mission is kind of like the worst. I'm getting ramped up about stupidity and I'm streaming a game. Okay, it kind of like got out of me naturally. Fiddlewick, what's your argument?
Mr. Fiddlewick, you clearly favor the Cyclopses. I'd like to hear your side of the argument.
For years, this city has flourished, largely at the expense of the Cyclopses, slaving away in the Foundry. Castle used you. He told you the Cyclopses had gone mad so you would enforce his profit margin. Why do you think he lied to you?
Because there was a criminal.
Subtle about my argument. The Cyclopses are thinking, reasoning beings and should not be slaves to any man or goblin.
It's not a matter of being a slave or not. It's a matter that they killed citizens first, and then they killed workers to kind of like... They answered slavery with killing. So killing is worse than slavery, because one affects liberty and the other one affects life. And basically, healthy human beings believe that life is a bit more important. I guess if you are dead, you cannot have liberty. That's the idea.
I've heard enough.
This one is easy, for a lawyer at least, for me.
My hands are tied. The Cyclopses will listen to you and you alone now that you've beaten them. I pray you make the right choice.
This one wasn't.
And I, for one, respect the old tradition of letting the Legion be the mediators of best resort. I know you will choose rightly.
The Cyclopses
The
get
Cyclopses will go
nothing.
back to work, and they won't get any wages.
I love how the game,
They did make an agreement. Let them pay off their debt to Stonebridge first.
once they pay their debt,
A
maybe they
wise
can be free.
ruling, my friend. I will see to it that when their debt is paid, fair salaries will be
Like that.
negotiated from then on.
The other one is
Well,
Chaos.
I did say I would support your decision, even if I don't agree with it. I will deliver the bad news to Ergometheus and his comrades.
The city is in your debt, my friend. Here is a token of my appreciation. And as promised, when the time comes, you will have my vote.
Please take your socialism out of this city. It has already ruined millions of lives around the world. So I've had enough. I've had enough socialism and communism in my life as to agree with that. So yeah, pretty much. So yeah. I love how the game presents the other choice as cruel. It's not cruel, it's fair. It's actually fair. Hey, what's this? Are we getting out of this place, or what?
I'm glad I caught you. There's
No.
trouble all over Stonebridge. The Automatons, they've gone mad. They're tearing the city apart.
Please tell me that we'll be able to complete the rest of the side quests. I just picked a random side quest. A random quest from the Meisters, but I have the rest.
Everything was quiet a few hours ago.
One moment they were fine, the next they just changed. As if someone took control of them. It's been less than an hour, and they've already taken the main square.
Damn it.
They're fighting like an army, working together.
All right.
Wait.
I'll be...
On the side quests? You have to be kidding me. So... we fucked up. Is this a joke? I'll have to... Is this a joke? If you do this stupid mission, the rest of them... You are locked out of the rest of all of the other... I've been locked out of side quests as well. God damn it. This has to be a joke. We'll do this, people. Luckily I got this. We need to ensure that we don't finish the side quest. But they are at the entrance. Let me see this. Damn, we fucked up. We fucked up, people. Well, I mean, we fucked up. The game fucked up. Here, I killed this guy, right? Alright. So, okay. You can finish the side quest like this. Now, if you'll excuse me, will avoid finishing this quest. God damn it. Anyways, you well, at least you'll know my. It won't be. This is a problem. Let's see if I can exit this place without finishing the side quest. I've already looted everything here. I missed that essence. Please let me exit this place without finishing the side quest. Let's see. Let's kill these goblins once again. Let me I'll have to do a lot of streams to this mod over at YouTube. Let's see if I can finish this side quest without getting locked out of the DLC and the side quests, please. Please, please let me exit this without without the city being on fire, please. Otherwise we have another. I think I have another save file, otherwise we fucked up. I don't like this. They're right at the entrance. Damn it, I cannot avoid them. Let me get out. Let me get out. No!
You must be joking, Mr. Fiddlewick. If these beasts were...
Funny that you mentioned legal action. Last I recall, slave...
I didn't...
Now that...
Those beasts...
What Meister Castle means to say is...
The site... You...
My...
Yes, yes, thank you for ending... The site... An old man... The dapper old gentleman...
Damn it, no, I cannot avoid it.
Wolf hears about this, he's going to give me the... I told you... Shut your goblin speech.
No. No. Nope. Nope. Damn it, we might have fucked up. Please tell me that in this one I didn't kill it. Please tell me that in this one I didn't kill it. Please tell me that in this one I didn't kill it. Please tell me that in this one I didn't kill it. Yes, I didn't kill it. Let's overwrite the other save file. Let's overwrite this. Yes. Let's get out of here. We'll have to go back through the... We'll go back through the long way. And this is it for today, ladies and gentlemen. Basically, the idea is that if you finish that side quest, let's exit the Foundry. They respawn, nice, we'll have some more fighting. Let's exit this place. We'll have to fight our way back to the surface, but I want to finish this stream ensuring that we are not locked out of the DLC and the rest of the side quests of the city. What a pesky, what a terrible mechanic. What a terrible mechanic, ladies and gentlemen. You are locked out of everything. Damn it. Alright, assume that the stream has already ended and I'm just backtracking over there. If you want to watch the rest of it, I'll backtrack to the surface and hopefully the city won't be on fire. Damn it. Did it work? Damn it, we'll have to go back to the surface. As I've said, assume that the stream has already ended and pretty much I'm playing alone. This was it for today. We analyzed pretty much the... I'll do the outro here. Pretty much we've already finished. Are they giving me experience? Pretty much. Today we've already taken a look at the. Luckily, I had 2 save slots. Otherwise, it would have fucked up my 100% completion of the game. Just like that. Am I getting experience? Yep, I'm getting experience. Well, better like that. Better that way. So yeah, as I've said, imagine that we've already finished the stream. I'll try to kill them fast. And that I'm playing alone, pretty much. And yes, pretty much. Today we analyzed, we'll do the outro here, right now, here and now. Today we analyzed the full rotation of the game, the influence of the level design in terms of the targeting and everything. Enemy variety. We'll do this. Quests. And we will do this one. And that should lead us out. Please tell me that we can exit the place. Through there. Or... it's not leading me correctly, I believe. I think it's not leading me correctly. Let's see. Yep. Nope.
Back into the fray.
No.
Up and about again. Fellowship waits for no man.
Well, it killed them all. The circle, the ultimate circle of annihilation. But yeah, I should have saved. So today we pretty much analyzed a lot of aspects that I was worried about. The signs of rush development, at least we got better enemy variety. So it's a 50-50 at the end of the day. We completed our, let's say, analysis of the combat gameplay mechanics. And yeah, pretty much. The level design, the enemy variety, everything. At least I'll be able to train my copycat. I will. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure, pretty much. This is it. As soon as I exit this and I verify that I haven't fucked up, this is it for today. So, I'll stop talking. I pretty much have no more breath. And I want to find out if I will be able to, if my 100% completion walkthrough has not been ruined. And pretty much that's it for today. Thanks to all of the YouTube subscribers, or to all of the subscribers of the YouTube channel, and thanks to all of the followers of the Twitch channel. Especially anyone who may have taken the time to watch this as a YouTube VOD or a Twitch VOD. Truly from the bottom of my heart, as I always say. You always encourage me to continue showcasing all of these forgotten games that certainly deserved much more praise. But well, this mechanic of locking you out of the DLC and everything, this sucks. Shitty mechanic. The worst I've seen in a while. You are pretty much locked out of the DLC, of the side quest, even from some of the main quests. So yeah. Pretty much. So this is it for today. Thanks to all of you that eventually visit this stream, and thank you from the bottom of my heart for all of your support. Let's get out of here to see if I want to trigger a second one, by the way. So this is it. Thanks and bye bye. I'll exit the factory and verify that we haven't fucked up, but this was a stream for today. Thanks for following my analysis and everything from the bottom of my heart, people. So let's see. As I said, imagine that I've already finished the stream. What the? Missed one. Imagine that I've already finished the stream and I just did the outro. So yeah, pretty much. Well, at least you can see that I don't talk when I play alone. Let's save, just in case. They were not going to let us get out easily, right? I need to trigger my ability faster. Slowed and start. So, let's see the other one. How's it going? Much better. Much better. I cannot believe it. You are bleeding because you are standing on fire. I cannot believe it, people. Well, you got extra content, I guess. You get extra content by watching me suffer as I get out of this without any kind of purpose or sense. I'll be damned if this part of the VOD over at YouTube is watched more than the rest of my walkthrough. There we go. I cannot believe I'm trapped here. Who came up with such a shitty idea in terms of level design of locking you out of all DLC, all side quests, and all... No, forget it, I'm not fighting that guy. And all... Damn it. Locking you out of everything. There's the exit. I cannot believe it. I completed it twice. I cannot believe it. I completed it twice. I had to complete it twice. Who could have had such a stupid idea that you are locked out of everything after this? Pretty much the city is on fire. Yeah, the loot is random. You can go back and farm. There we go. We are out. We are out of this mess. Yeah, I saved your employees.
Did you find my men? Are they all?
Yes.
They are? Hasn't I bless you?
I can't accept.
Help you for a reward.
Your generosity knows no bounds, my friend. I'll tell Castle, and I'll raise a glass in your honor next time I'm drinking with my mates.
Let's get out of here. Let's see. Let me get out. Please don't be on fire. Please don't be on fire. Please don't be on fire. Don't be on fire. Yeah, nice. Nice. Whew. Let me just diligently save my game one last time and say a big, huge fuck you to whoever locked the whole game, the rest of the whole game, behind that fucking quest. And this is it for today, people. This is it for today. Now you know, if you want to achieve a 100% completion of the game, leave this quest for the end. We'll have to repeat it, that's the worst part. We'll have to repeat it because the mobs over at the factory will respawn and everything. So yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. If you complete that quest, you are basically locked out. Let me see if I get this right. You are basically locked out of all of the DLC, 90% of the side quests in the city, and pretty much 99% of all of the rest of the main quests to convince the Meisters to support you and actually progress through the main story. Luckily I had 2 slots. If I didn't have those 2 slots, you just saw it, you are pretty much locked out of all of the content in Stonebridge City, people. So I highly suggest that you use 2 save slots for this game, because you can miss 99% of the side quests if you finish that one. Pretty much. I don't know who came up with such an idiotic and terrible level design decision, but well, luckily we had 2 slots and we could avoid complete disaster, because remember, we are doing a 100% completion of the game, and you're pretty much locked out of all of the side quests if you finish that. As you could see, the city gets to be on fire, and you pretty much cannot go back to the chapter house, and you cannot even access the DLC that was the main point of this walkthrough. So yeah, thankfully, whoever chose that design of locking you out of most of the walks of the side quests and even the main quest in over at Stonebridge City, if you choose that, I think it's the worst level design choice that I've seen in at least 10 years, 20 years, I don't know, but well, a disaster, an absolute disaster. As for the rest today, we analyzed a lot of things that the game had to offer. As I've said, the enemy variety, the gameplay mechanics. It's just that this last part was so shocking that this is for today, ladies and gentlemen. It's been my pleasure, guys. See you all on Thursday. I'll have to trim this section. I don't know. Well, we'll see, ladies and gentlemen. It's been my pleasure. See you all next time. Way too much for me. Way too much. Way too much. This one was way too much. Way too much. See you all on Thursday. Hopefully on Thursday we'll explore all of the side quests and all of the and the DLC straight away, straight up, because otherwise it's an absolute mess. You could see it. You can miss. This is incredible. You can miss 90% of the quests in the city because of this. It's crazy. It's crazy. Well, but at least if you watched my gameplays, you'll know what to do. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been my pleasure. We'll continue the analysis next time, hopefully without such an adverse and surprising turn of events. See you all on Thursday. We'll continue the analysis next time.